Rock it out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Episode 8, everybody. There's the glasses. You didn't forget.
8, baby. I can't believe 8, dude.
I know. It's they're coming along smoothly.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
I'm gonna put my dick in.
Oh, yeah, 8, baby. How's it going? How was your week?
A crazy week so far. I've been keeping busy. But no complaints, man. How are you?
Good. So this is kind of, we didn't talk about this beforehand, but I think I'm going to Mr. Miyagi myself. I think I'm going to buy a bonsai tree to curate.
Oh, all
yeah.
right.
I was thinking maybe right up here. That way our 2 audience members can see the growth over the next few years.
Oh, the growth, bro.
Yeah. Hey, you noticed a bunch of websites went down yesterday, but the hub didn't.
Yeah, dude. Dog fart got all the trickle in from Facebook and the outage. Dude.
Oh, man. So you've been busy? That's good.
Yes.
I see Pennywise and Captain Spaulding's with you tonight.
Clowning around, baby.
Oh, it's one of those shows.
We'd be clowning.
Yeah, so I just wanted to let you know. I think I'm going to become a peaceful person. I'm going to start wearing a karate robe. I'm going to do a lot of waxing off.
A gi?
Karate robe.
Karate robe. I like karate robe.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Pretty cool thing, right?
I think the Holiday Inn has those when you stay there.
Hey, annually they're smart. I stayed at a Holiday Inn.
Any robe is a karate robe when I get one on, baby.
Oh my God.
Nathan, call 911.
Oh, Nathan. This ain't good. So yeah, it's been a week.
I got I'm in full summer mode. I don't even care.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I got the patio furniture out. Old man. Got the grill out. Cooking. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I've cooked this past week since the last potty. I've cooked like 3 times on the grill. Like,
hell yeah, dude.
There's nothing better than like throwing my meat on the fire.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna put my dick in.
Dude.
Speaking about meats.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Yeah. Have you seen this documentary that's coming out?
There's a big doc out. I'm a doc.
Big doc.
Lay the doc on me, dude.
So March 17th, okay, Nickelodeon documentary set to release.
So I don't know all the deets. Are they just going through the history of Nick, would you say? Or
no, it's kind of, I know we're a comedy podcast. It's kind of dark. Okay.
Really?
It's like the sexual assaults and stuff. Like of our that happen.
What? You can't do that on television, man.
Huh?
You can't do that on television. That's what I remember first Nickelodeon. What's your Nickelodeon? Where do you start? Where does your memory go back? I'm old, so mine is you can't do that on television. Where they would like slime people.
Yeah, I remember that. Double Dare with Mark Summers.
That was sick.
Yeah. The cartoons, Hey Arnold. There's just like a bunch of stuff. I mean, we could sit here all night and talk about it.
Was Ren and Stimpy on Nickelodeon?
Ooh, I think they were Cartoon Network.
Ooh, I don't know if Cartoon Network. I'm so happy. I don't think. I think Ren and Stimpy were Nickelodeon.
I'm looking it up now.
Yeah, that was my good dude. Real Monsters. Real Monsters. I like that. Legend of the Hidden Temple. What was the show? Guts.
Uh-huh.
Do you have them?
Dude, Legend of the Hidden Temple was insane.
Salute Your Shorts. I loved Salute Your Shorts. Hey Dude, love that.
Yes, yes. Ren and Stimpy, which debuted on Nickelodeon on August 11th, 1991.
Whoa, I was 9.
Yeah. Dude, here's the thing. We could pull up a trailer for the thing. I don't know if it would get tagged or anything. It's 2 minutes, but it gives a rundown of it.
Well, we could at least
The clip, maybe?
we'll at least get the gist of it, maybe. If we
Okay,
start
let me
hearing like
just-
Doug, did Doug molest Patty Mayonnaise? I'm worried.
I don't know. We're going to definitely find out.
Oh,
You hear the audio?
no.
Okay, perfect. Let me get through this ad here. All right. Let me get you set up here.
The Nickelodeon Dirt. Wow.
Yes. Quiet on set. All right. Let's share it. Let me know if you could hear it.
In the early 90s, Nickelodeon was kid everything. And you better hope that your house had cable.
Wasn't there to educate you. We were there to have fun, to get slimed, to be entertained.
And this is when Dan Schneider arrives, Nickelodeon's golden boy. He created these shows that were hugely successful for them.
No one had ever really done sketch comedy starring kids for kids.
He launched the careers of child actors who became major stars.
For 20 years, he shaped children's entertainment and culture.
Thank you for being here.
But that marked one of the darkest chapters. Working for Dan was like being
We're
in
about
an
halfway through.
abusive
Let's finish it.
relationship.
Yeah.
His treatment of people on his shows was an open secret.
So my lawyer filed complaints, gender discrimination, hostile work environment, harassment, and it was so devastating.
How safe can any kids be in that environment?
There would be even bigger problems down the line with actual pedophiles on set. These are 3 predators who worked at Nickelodeon, all in a short amount of time.
Hey guys, we're ready for you.
It was a toxic environment. It made me trust people less.
We were there for so many hours. You get comfortable with people until you're not.
I had no idea what I was saving my son from. It was a house of horrors.
They find this enormous trove of child pornography.
The officer said we found Ziploc bags, each one with a girl's name on it.
11 charges of child sexual abuse related to a child actor.
It made me wonder who was being hurt.
I've been waiting 17 years for today.
It wasn't dealing with anybody on the shows or anything, right?
It was a child actor.
On one of our shows.
Yes.
Have you ever told your story publicly before?
I know kind of starting off the show rough, but you know,
No.
what are your thoughts, man? I mean,
Well, okay, so it missed my childhood. This seems like the era of all that Keenan and Kel, because I remember that guy, the chubby dude. He was on Head of the Class, and he was on Keenan and Kel. If he was in the movie, I know, but so we're talking mid 90s. So I don't know. That's crazy to me. I mean, with what we know about Hollywood now,
yeah.
Maybe it's not that far fetched. So I wonder who it is.
So they kind of released it.
Oh.
Drake from Drake and Josh.
Okay.
Now here's the issue, and people's been talking about. He got convicted like 2 years ago for like hooking up with a 14-year-old or 15-year-old.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's gonna hurt his credibility quite a bit.
Right. Well, a lot of people saying that it's just an endless cycle, and that's how they're trying to
It's a
like
direct.
he had it done to him, so it just never ending.
Ugh.
If it's sickening. I just didn't know your thoughts. I know again we try to stick to comedy, but also there's some dark shit out there.
So I wonder if they're going to just is that just going to be about that, or is that a series that they're going to kind of do about maybe just the entire industry and kids?
It's just the Nickelodeon thing, March 17th and 18th. So
Speaking
yeah,
of speaking of docs, have are you into the Dark Side of the Ring at all?
uh, not. I've seen some. Yes, yes.
I just the new season was last night. I haven't watched the episode yet. It's on John Tinsa, Earthquake, as we know him.
Oh,
But dude, I love those. I don't know what it is. I those are so good.
I love them.
They're-
I'll go ahead. Sorry.
no, I'm good.
I so I've said this several times. That's one of those things. I don't need visual. I enjoy just hearing the stories. Um, I'll literally find it on YouTube or something, play it and throw it off to my seat and just go down the road and just listen to people talk just about the situation. So yes, I do enjoy them. Yeah, I'm pretty pumped to see that one. I hear the dude was a hell of a guy. Like he was genuinely nice.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch it. I'm going to watch it in the next couple days. But I know he was actually a sumo wrestler for a while and was good at that. Or maybe he trained as a sumo wrestler, or maybe during his latter years. But no, I can't wait. So it's going to be rad. I can't remember who all they're doing this year, but it's a solid lineup. But there's 4 seasons, I think. So I recommend it for any like old school fan. It's awesome. It's so cool.
Vince McMahon will probably get his own season, right?
Speaking of Vinnie Mac, dude, oh my god. I have been like watching the 2K24 release closely. They have blurred Vince's face out in the game. So his face is blurred out, and then Brock Lesnar is in the game, but you can't play as him. When you're in like story mode or something, you can wrestle as him against the Undertaker in one of the story modes. But that's it.
Wow.
Nerds.
Wow. No. I mean, you knew it was going to happen. I wondered if they would just try to brush under the rug this time, just be like, "Oh, it's released. What can we do?" You would think they would be able to just remove that match, or I'm assuming it's because Lesnar beat Undertaker and into the streak.
Right.
Why couldn't he just go on and just change it to the Roman Reigns when Roman Reigns beat him?
Yeah, I don't. This is going to be really. I think the most interesting part about the Vince stuff is if you cut him off a camera. What we've talked about before. How do you knock him off a commentary? Because I know for a while there, Jesse Ventura and Vince were kind of feuding about money stuff, and there was a brief moment in time on WWE Network where anytime Jesse Ventura was on WCW doing commentary, it was just dead air. He was erased. His commentary was erased.
Honestly, that's probably what they'll do for the stuff when Vince was commentary.
Do you remember
At least for a while?
When Owen Hart died? Do you remember when WWF Warzone was coming out and it had a release date? I remember this because we made my dad took me plenty of times to Lafayette because it's like, oh, the release date. It's set for April. And then it would be May, and then June, and then July. And it was like they couldn't decide whether Owen Hart was going to stay in the game or not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is a totally different situation, but I remember the Warzone got pushed back like 2-3 months because of the Owen Hart shit. And he stayed in the game. I remember now.
I'm wondering if that didn't have to do with legality. You know what I mean?
For sure.
It had to have. It had to have.
Yeah, somebody had to get paid some way.
I would think you don't know. Look, I'm not condoning it by all means. I'm not saying that, but time 20 years from now, they might just keep him in some stuff. You know what I mean? There might be a resurgent for Vince, but you got to think there was a video posted when remember this is like the second allegations. There was other allegations before. That's when he first retired.
Okay.
He came out to say goodbye, and like the fans were cheering him. I think if Vince McMahon came out, the fans would cheer him.
I don't think. Oh man, this is tough. It's hard to. I think if he truly wanted to, he could be on. I think he's doing the right thing by stepping back because it's really, really, really going to hurt business. And I think he could come back. And let's just say all of this is just what it is, allegations.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we live in a day and age where everybody's guilty until proven innocent now. So let's see how it plays out. I don't think he's got a squeaky clean background. We can say that, I think.
I also feel like now this is just me. Well, not actually, let me rephrase this here. Sorry, moving my mic. There was reports that he that he sold like $400 million worth of stocks the other day.
I did see that.
He's not good.
He only owns like 8% of TKO or whatever. Not ownership or whatever his stocks. Right. He only owns like 8% now. I seen that. That's a big one. That's bad. So yeah, it's not looking great for Vince.
No, it's not. Vinnie Mac.
Poor Vince, the billionaire.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry. The dude could move away. Saudi Arabia loves him. I mean, look, he could go anywhere, but it's also Vince McMahon. I'd love to hear Linda's side.
Do you think she'll ever come out and talk?
I don't think so, unless she hurts for money.
I don't even think Shane or Stephanie will ever come out and talk.
Their best bet they're both loaded. I mean, Stephanie could just literally never show up again and be fine. I think she's fine with that. I could see it all depends on how this is going to go. If she knew stuff, you know what I mean? They're going to be like, yeah, no way. Now, if Shane left the company, which there's reports that he left because he knew this stuff. He didn't want to be his father. His father was trying to get him into it. He'd come back as a hero. I mean, you would think they would welcome him back because he's going to be over. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think Vince would do just about anything to protect his family, right? He's not. Let's say Stephanie received a text or an email of something maybe going on. I don't think Vince would throw them under the bus. I don't think that's what's going to happen either. I feel like for every single interview they do from here on out, it's going to be, you can't ask them about this. You can't ask them about this. You know what I mean? It's just going to be this whole rigmarole of what you can't ask Shane and Stephanie if they decide to do an interview.
Right.
So yeah, it's going to be an interesting future.
It's going to be interesting. It's for sure. Does Vince start his own company? He's too old, right?
Yeah. I mean, when was he going to step down anyway? Which we all see these guys. Flair's still out there. Sting called it quits. So that's good. I mean, I think it would be nice to have a nice, no loose ends.
Right.
Well, I mean, how much further was Vince going to take this? I mean, he was already kind of stepping back, right?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Now I'm gonna give some props to the WWE. Okay,
All right.
they acknowledged Sting's retirement from a different company. That would have never happened under Vince.
Okay.
It was just kind of an off comment. Michael Cole was like, "Hey, and we want to congratulate Sting on a 40-year run. He had a retirement. He retired last night. It was on AEW." And Pat McAfee was like, "Yeah, it was a great match." And then they just went on. Just it wasn't like a big thing. It was just like hey, congratulations on your retirement. That would have never happened in the Vinnie Mac era.
No way. And I'm trying to think, like, I did hear something about when AEW was paying tribute to Sting that the WWE wouldn't let any of the like the vaulted stuff be shown. So it was pretty much like AEW TNA Sting stuff.
Yeah.
But I think personally, I think the WWE mishandled Sting. I think when they had him, I think they really dropped the ball.
Mm-hmm.
He should have been going against Taker. He should have been, I mean, there should have been some epic WrestleMania matches, but Sting was never, Sting in my mind is like, Sting is WCW, maybe a little NWA, but Sting's more like TNA than WWE to me, even then. I mean, it's
He
like
was there like a year or two, wasn't he? Like it wasn't long.
in TNA.
No, WWE.
Oh yeah, just a blink of an eye, maybe a couple years, maybe. Yeah,
I almost wish he never would have signed because he could have been that guy that made a career without going there.
yeah. That I always kind of respected him a little bit for that
Right?
because.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No. I didn't have anything.
Well, I mean, it just seemed like I think WWE mishandled the entire WCW thing altogether. Some of those guys sat at home. Goldberg sat at home. Fucking, I don't know. The whole invasion thing was misheld. Like,
I think you'd have had a better invasion if you had. Look, yeah, you had Eddie Guerrero, Benoit, all them. You know, it was great. It was great. But if you had Hogan, Goldberg, you know, I'm just trying to think, Nash, Hall, have the invasion. You know what I mean? It'd have felt more real.
yeah,
So,
too many guys just sat at home and collected WCW money and contracts and everything. So,
and no fault of them. I mean, hell, I would.
absolutely. I just watched a interview with Jeff Jarrett the other day with Stone Cold, and he was talking about how he just sat at home, waited out his contract. So did Goldberg.
Yeah.
I think Steiner did too. Scott Steiner. It's like, why not? Why not get paid?
Rest your body.
For sure.
Speaking of getting paid, I want to bring something up.
Hell yeah.
So, with the NFL draft coming up, a lot of people opted out. Is the NIL, the name, image, and likeness from college, is it affecting the NFL draft any?
Whew, I don't know. What's the is there like a cap on what these guys can get for their likeness? Was it $400 or $500 and that's it? Or
Oh no. Let me look here.
is it like per player? I mean, like, is it vary per guy? Is it a contract thing?
I'm looking at. Is there a limit on how much I can make with the NIL? There's no limit on how much money you can make on NIL deals. Be sure to understand how the NIL earnings might affect your student athlete financial aid packages. So no, I want to say someone said, and I kind of mentioned this before. Caleb Williams, number one in the draft, didn't participate in nothing, just was there for interviews. Already worth $10 million.
Holy shit.
I want to say he was already worth 10 million.
What?
Now again,
Holy shit.
let me I'm Googling it here.
Well, the last
sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. He's worth $2.6 million.
So does he come from a rich family, or how does this work?
No, he has 319 social media followers, boasts an impressive 2.6 million NIL valuation. With his endorsements portfolio, heavyweight brands like United Airlines, Neutrogena, PlayStation's Playmaker program, and Beats with Dre.
Well, I mean, he's once you have severed ties with college, I mean, you can sign with Nike or whoever, right? I mean, once
He
you're
was
done,
this during college.
what?
Yeah. If I'm a freshman, um, I like Archie Manning. He signed like some big contract. Um, I want to say with like Nike or somebody, worth like $1 million. Like he was a
Oh,
freshman.
holy crap! I thought because like the last time I seen any news or anything, it was the new um, college football game,
Mhm.
NCAA. What are those called? Are they 2Ks? They're not.
No,
Uh,
no, no.
they're just NCAA football,
Yeah,
EA Sports.
yeah.
I seen where like, it was just across the board though. They were offering players, it was $400 or $500 for their likeness on the game. That was the last thing I heard. I didn't know these guys were being millionaires already.
Yeah, they're like I said, he this is during his college time. This isn't now that he's out. This is what he made at USC. 2.6 million in NIL valuation.
What? How is that legal?
It is. It made it they changed that like a few years ago.
Holy shit.
It's crazy. Like someone from Wabash College here could technically go like if there's a star that came, could go to like the car lot and be like, yeah, hey, me, and make, 100 grand or 50 grand, whatever. You know what I mean?
I feel bad. I had no idea about this. I had no idea. I thought there was like I can't believe they can't put like a cap on that.
They're zero. They're letting these kids earn. So kind of back to the question, how do you feel about that and the effects of it with the draft?
Well, I mean, what's that gonna do to rookie contracts? I mean, how much is Caleb Williams gonna want? It
Right?
just seems like astronomical. And then like not to get too off topic here, but Caitlin Clark
Hmm?
of Iowa, they're showing how much tickets for the Iowa games are going. It's all because of her.
Yep.
What is she getting out of this? So I kind of see it where if you can make the money, make the money. Everything's uncertain. Injuries happen, busts happen, but I hope it doesn't affect it greatly because I'm not sure how many rookies should have guaranteed money. So how badly does he really want to play? How much does he really want it if he already kind of has everything but the winning aspect?
Exactly.
Ugh.
I feel like this is one in the longest time. I mean, I can't remember where they're like, this dude, you should give away the farm to get him. I do I've not had this much hype. It seems like every year someone's hyped more and more. When our that Archie Manning or whatever that Manning that's playing for Texas, when he comes around, I'm sure they'll hype him up. Um, I, it's a lot. Is he worth it? Because that's the thing. Okay, let's look. Let's think here. Tom Brady was kind of a unique thing. Okay, like that's one in a billion. I feel. Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant. Okay. How many are these quarterbacks? What Josh Allen get taked in?
You know, I don't know.
Uh,
I think back to Jamarcus Russell, and I think back to the whole Ryan Leaf, Peyton Manning scenario, and it's always like not everybody is going to live up to the potential. You can't. Some expectations are far too high. That's why, as much as I maybe kind of dislike LeBron James, the dude came straight the fuck out of high school, and as far as expectations go, I think he fucking met them.
mhm.
So, regardless of the flopping and the bitching at the referee every 15 seconds, and this dude, that guy lived up to the fucking hype. He was no Greg Oden, who did not live up to the fucking hype.
Right.
So I don't know, man. But what makes these guys? How badly does he want to win, Caleb Williams? I'm
Right.
worried.
And it's Chicago. You know, he wants, you know, from what I understand is you know, the first pick gets like a higher percentage pay or whatever. Like they get more on the contract. You know, second gets less, third, so forth. So you want to be the first, but I think Chicago will eat him up. I think Chicago will eat him up, spit him out. That's my opinion.
Chicago's a little bit reminds me of like New York. So it's like it's just a tough place to play when you're struggling. The press
Yep.
fucking eats you alive. And you go from USC playing in Southern California to playing in the Windy City, playing outdoors. Dude, and are all these rumors true that he doesn't want to go to Chicago? Or are these just I can't tell anymore.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's I think it's all speculation. I feel like Chicago, these teams have to know, like, okay, this guy's he's wanting to come here or not by now, right? I mean, they've interviewed him, all that stuff. So that being said, I don't know.
I'm just curious about like I don't know why is I'm really surprised it's almost not mandatory that these guys like have to go out in the combine and do shit. It's crazy to me now. And why have the combine if this Caleb Williams is the clear cut first pick in the draft, right? No doubt.
Yeah, the way it sounds, I mean, he didn't have to do nothing but show up for interviews.
And that's all he did when he came up for the interview. He said, "Hey, how's everybody doing today?" And somebody said, first fucking question, "Hey, are you afraid to compete?" I mean,
right?
This dude's got a fucking bullseye on him now.
I feel like here's the thing. I don't think you're gonna drop your draft stock too high or too low. I think if you would have went out there and fucking just threw the balls. I mean, you're throwing. There's no pressure. You're just throwing the ball. You get what I'm saying? Go out there, show you want to be out there. You want to show yourself. That shows me you want to be a part of a team. You know, when you're like, yeah, I'm gonna just sit out and just fucking go. I'm not even gonna give you a physical. Like, I'll show you my paperwork.
Yeah, so he's going to be one of those guys that when it's like not mandatory practice, he is not going to be there. So is he getting better? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like guys like Max Crosby. Max Crosby is going to be there every fucking day. The facility will let him be in the building. Okay. Is Caleb Williams? It's kind of showing that he's not going to be.
And I don't think he will. I truly don't think he will.
So I got to ask, do you think we're going to move up in the draft?
Yeah. I don't know. Don't. I want to say yes. I want to say yes, but I don't think so. I think I think we got to go for a quarter. We got to. I don't think we're gonna get Baker. I don't think we're gonna get anybody in free agency that's worth a damn unless we go for Fields. I have mixed feelings on Fields, but we're either I think we're doing one of two things. We're either gonna go for like Jaden Daniels. I know he says he wants to be a Raider. Yeah, the guy. He wants to be a Raider. I think that or we're gonna stick with AOC. I know you hate it. I know you're gonna hate it. That's my gut. That's my gut telling me.
The only reason I'm worried about Aiden O'Connell is because if we are 3-3 after the first 6 weeks, these are all going to be signs of Devontae Adams wanting to leave. All of our top players are eventually going to be like, "Fuck this." Especially, I think it starts with Adams.
I just want to say this. I am not in support for option 2. Like I agree with you. I think people's going to get frustrated. We seen them live. We watched them. I didn't see anything. I mean, we're playing against the Colts, dude, and I just felt like we just couldn't get anything going.
Yeah.
He either I say 1 out of 5 times on a deep pass he's connecting.
I like him. He seems like an awesome person, a great kid, and he's a very decent football player. I just think it's time that we go to the next level. We got to take one more step. We have to take a step forward, and it's time. We've spent too long down in the hole. It's time to get out. Time to take a step forward.
Right.
So
now, I think if they would have drafted him second round of the draft last year, you give him another year. But he went like fourth or fifth, wasn't he? Round.
Something like that. Yeah.
So
fourth. Yeah.
Like, at what point do you say, well, you give the kid another year? And what do you say, or when do you say it's time to move on? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So do you think do you think there's any chance that we sign a free agent like Russell Wilson or Kirk Cousins?
Okay.
I think those are about the only 2 guys I really see going anywhere.
I think Russell Wilson, if we do not trade up, okay, to go for Jaden Daniels, anybody, Penix. They're talking about that Penix being like second round. I can see him doing that. I think my gut is telling me we're going to stay with AOC. We're going to bring in Russell Wilson, minimum contract. He's going to be starter. AOC is going to work under him.
Okay.
I think that's how it's going to happen. I think they're going to do like a 1-2 year deal. He's going to get paid double time, and Wilson's out. I think if they bring Wilson in and they take him to the Super Bowl win, I love it. But if they won the Super Bowl, I think he retires. And then I think you pull it, they put in AOC. There's something about him that I'm like, I think we're riding with AOC. Just how, I don't know. I'm tired of saying AOC.
All right. I mean, I wouldn't. I think we're going to be aggressive in the draft. I really do think we're going to move up and try to get the guy we want.
I hope so.
But I've seen too many things, even just with the Russell Wilson trade itself. I've seen too many teams throw everything they have, throw the future of the next 3-4 years of the draft, money, everything, and throw it at one guy. And I've had my heart broken too much by my Raiders with Jamarcus Russell and Darius Hayward-Bay and all these horrible fucking draft picks that I've had to deal with. And I'm just, if we can get somebody and not have to throw our future away for it, I'm down. Shit happens. So Russell Wilson's getting older. He could get hurt. Kirk Cousins is coming off an injury. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like you might be right with the whole AOC thing because I think everything's going to get a little bit better. I'm just I want to make the playoffs. I want to have a playoff team. I want a playoff run. I want like a playoff win. I just something. I have to have something.
No, and I agree. I agree. I just something's telling me that the argument with AOC is this, and this is Reddit, this is news articles, stuff like that. They're saying, look, he was running third string, you know what I mean, rotation. You know what I mean? He was getting the third string snaps. He didn't start getting first string till middle of the year. That Lombardi was just he was sticking with McDaniel's scheme, which wasn't the greatest. They're saying, I think the thought is that they brought in somebody that's going to help him and really excel on his strengths. But what was his strengths? I mean, I think if I would feel better, Brandon, if he got more agile. If he showed up here the next month or two, kind of not necessarily dropping the weight, but gained a little muscle and worked on his feet work, footwork, agile. I'm going to take the runs. I'm going to give the kid a chance because he had to put up a lot of bullshit.
It's very true. It's very, very, very true. That's why I say is maybe we don't. If we got to give up the ship just to get a guy, if we got to give up everything, we got to give up all of our loot to get one man. I say we stick with AOC.
Right
now, there's also rumors swirling. Saquon Barkley was out in a Bo Nose shirt today. Let's just say this. Josh Jacobs is a free agent. Saquon Barkley is a free agent. If we got Saquon Barkley, it feels almost like a lateral move to me. Is he that much better than Josh Jacobs? I watched Josh Jacobs and I think he is like a pit bull. I think he's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
I admittedly have not seen tons and tons of Saquon Barkley. I see the highlights. I have not sat around and watched Giants games.
Yeah, same here.
So what's your take on that? Did we become a far better team with Saquon Barkley and not Josh Jacobs?
I don't see it. I mean, Barkley got hurt. Like he missed a whole season, like a second year, first year, second year, whatever. You don't pay someone. Josh Jacobs has relationships with Devontae. You know what I mean? He has bond these people. Don't bring in someone else for the same amount of money. Does that make sense? Keep what you got. He might fight for you a little harder. I don't know about Barkley. I really don't know. I like you said, I haven't really watched much Giants stuff, but I know at one time he was considered one of the best running backs.
I just know now the Raiders are going to have competition with signing Jacobs. Since he's a free agent, they're going to have to match. I think there's a team out there that's going to throw Jacobs more money than we're willing to pay. So that scares me. I think Jacobs might be gone. I don't want him to be gone. And I know Telesco, whoever was talking about, we can't just rely on one running back. It's got to be a double-headed dragon or a three-headed dragon, and it's got to be a running back just bam, bam, bam. We got to use all these guys. To me, that's already saying like we're done with Josh Jacobs. But I mean, that guy's done I think he's been our best running back in a very long time. He's the best running back we've had in 20 years.
I agree with that.
Because McFadden was made out of glass. There was times Darren McFadden looked fucking amazing, but he had health.
I've heard through the forums that the hub Jacobs might land in Dallas Cowboy country.
As soon as I read that, I was like, this fucking can't be true. And then like the next one was, I can't remember. It was like each big team like Dallas, and it was like, fuck, I can't remember, but they were like, Dallas was the first one, but this was like an hour after he like he's a free agent. They're like, oh, he's linked to Dallas, and then he was linked to somewhere else, and he's linked to somewhere else. And I'm like, holy shit.
As long as you don't go to a rival, I'm good.
Yes, Kansas City would be like a nightmare.
Yep.
So yeah.
Now I'll tell you what. If we could trade Jacobs for like that Snead and that Chris Jones, okay, now you're talking. Now you're talking.
I think Jones might be a free agent. Am I crazy?
He is. And Snead is too. He got franchise tagged.
Yeah, I seen a couple of the Colts franchise tagged their wide receiver. I seen Pittman.
I think I got a question about this whole franchise tag. Why don't you ever see long snappers get franchise tagged?
No shit, right?
It's kind of bullshit, man.
But do you think Jacobs will play for the Silver and Black next season?
No.
Yeah.
On.
I don't think he will either. I think he's just going to get paid.
I think he wants to play for Pierce. Don't get me wrong. I think he wants to play for Pierce, but I also think he wants the money.
Yeah. Yeah, he absolutely wants to get fucking paid and paid what he's worth. And there's teams out there that's going to pay him. I know it's not the league.
Yep.
It's not sexy anymore to pay your running back. We're out of that in the NFL now. So, but there is a team out there that's going to give him the money. So he would. He'd look pretty tough in Dallas. Whoa.
You know, I know everybody says, "Oh, the Cowboys are going to choke. They're going to choke." You get Josh Jacobs in there, you might have something.
He's a horse. He can handle a workload, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna hate seeing him go. I think I can see us maybe trying to draft some running backs. I don't know. The draft's gonna be interesting. I'll be honest with you. I was thinking today, and it'd be totally crazy. We ought to do a draft show, and like it'd be fun. Just being like who's picking who. I don't know what night it's on. Do the first 5 rounds or something, or the 5 picks or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they're they're 5 minutes in between. So, I mean, hell, I don't know how long the first round. I don't know. I got to do that on you on our pod here.
No, that would be fun.
Just do a pod. I mean, we'd have to obviously do it live. But yeah, just talk shit. It'd be like, yeah, fuck you, Caleb Williams.
I can't believe he's made that much money already.
Yep, 2.6.
He hasn't proved himself on an NFL football field. This is insane.
I wish I could go to college and make that kind of money.
God, they have to.
Will they though?
No, but they're gonna have to.
Exactly. Hey, I got something for you. Speaking of sports, football. Okay, it's hard to get on the field. What do you think about fans storming the courts?
I think it's got to go. It's got to go. I don't like it. I've seen it a few times now. I think I watched one where Caitlin Clark kind of got hit. I don't think it was like crazy bad. He hit her pretty good, and it was enough for her to go down. And I think they got to stop. I think it's got to stop.
Why do you think you don't see that in NBA too much?
Probably security issues. Ever since the Malice at the Palace, I'm not sure how many fans. Oof, that'd be. I think that's just it's a different thing. I don't think so, and I don't know. There's no student body. You know, so there's like, I mean, I get there's hardcore fans, but if you're paying $15,000 to sit courtside of the Laker game, you're not the kind of person that's going to storm the court when they win a regular season game.
Right.
So, I don't like it. You know what is always the thing that scared me the most growing up was the pile-ons. When somebody would like score a touchdown or make the winning basket, they would like pile on top of each other. I know there was a kid that got paralyzed from that. And
Damn.
That shit always scared. The storming of the court is crazy, and it's definitely got to go away. But yeah, back in the day when they would like pile on a person, that shit used to make me nervous as fuck. What do you think about what do you think about the storming of the courts?
It's crazy. I in basketball, here's the thing. Certain situations, I get it. You know, huge upset, stuff like that. I think fans need to respect the situations. I understand. You're there to watch your team win or lose. Why you storm them is a chance you could hurt the players. Storm it, but be respectful. I guess. Does that make sense? It's let the players get off the court at least. I don't condone it. I get it because you get hyped, but I mean it happens at college. It seems to be a college thing.
It is, yeah.
So other than at a dirt track, so
I was stunned when you told me about that.
I got on the talk. Let me share my screen here. We're gonna view some of these videos here. You ready?
I'm ready.
They're storming. They're storming. They're just on the racetrack. They won't get off. Like I don't understand it. They're proud of it.
Dude,
I had to get it off that song. Holy shit.
Well, yeah. Flag City.
Oh
Dude,
my god.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I'm waiting for him to do it in a NASCAR race. Let's just do it.
You're just endangering your own life.
Yeah. I don't. This generation scares me, dude. It scares me. I'm gonna say it. I said it.
Storming of the court during a basketball game after a game-winning shot or a huge upset, it's got to stop. But you could tell the excitement. You got the student body there. You got diehards and stuff. But this fucking motocross,
right? That's stupid. That's stupid. Let me throw you something. Sorry, I belched on Mike. I can't help it. It's the prime energy. Oh yeah, look at. I didn't know Hawk Hogan was there.
That's right, brother. Red and yellow Harleys pulling up.
It's going to happen a lot in March Madness. It's coming up.
It is. A lot of March Madness coming on.
Yes, the crazy. Are
we ready for this?
And yeah, let's do it.
Damn kids.
I hear that's a point guard. I hear that's a point guard for Gonzaga.
That's Caitlin Clark, by the way. Oh my god, dude, her reaction to throwing the ball at her head and her head exploding, she just fucking just kind of stares to the side. Okay, so for everybody out there, that is from 1986's Deadly Friend by directed by Wes Craven, dude. That kill has fucking always made me laugh. I've been dying to like try to get it on the pod, and I was like, March Madness basketball kills.
I love the
That is the most like trauma death in a
Oh, it's
mainstream
beautiful.
film. I was like,
Dude, I follow Trauma on Facebook, and there's some of the stuff they post, like the movies coming out, and I have to give thanks where credit's due. I appreciate and thank you, Brandon, for introducing me to Trauma. I do enjoy it very much. I'm a Trauma guy. I like it. I mean, I like it. So speaking of, I'm gonna throw something at you here.
oh,
Okay,
cool.
just kind of. I was texting. All right, there's a certain franchise out there. Okay, very popular. A lot of different timelines. Okay, your not reaction, just thoughts and thinking on the moment. What do you go and where do you go with the Halloween franchise?
Oh shit. Whew. Well, let me just say the first of the trilogies, the 2019 Halloween was okay. The first one was fine. The second one I fucking hated. I couldn't believe it. And I'm like, oh, they're setting up for a big, huge third grand finale. That one sucked. I don't know where where does Michael Myers stand? There's no way you're going to be able to make another movie. They've already rebooted it with Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
So, and that's literally the only way you could do this again is another reboot. I think Michael Myers. It may be a little bit because I'm a little butthurt that it's been fucking 15 years since we had a Friday the 13th movie, but that's all because of legal issues. I don't know where Michael Myers goes from here. Does he go anywhere? Does he need to go anywhere? I mean, I think they're going to have to let that franchise rest. I think we're good because when they put him in the meat grinder thing or whatever the grinder deal, I'm like, this can't be happening.
Right. It kind of just want to jump in real quick.
Yes.
It always blew my mind because you'd always heard that they could not kill Michael Myers. It never that was like part of the stipulation. Correct? Am I wrong on that? There was like something where Michael Myers couldn't die. They killed him. But did they in Rob Zombie too?
Yeah. They humanized him. I think Rob Zombies was the first to actually humanize Michael Myers. And he was even more human in this last trilogy. I would say the first two, you have to suspend disbelief. He gets burnt alive for sure in part two. Part three is an anthology horror film, kind of in a way, a little bit. Was gonna be, my bad. And then he comes back in part four. That's not my favorite franchise. So I don't know where they go. I don't know where they go from here. It's weird. I don't know.
Okay, no, I was thinking that today. I was like, where does this go? I don't know. I'm just gonna throw you like little random horror questions. Why not?
Because the mask is it's become so iconic, but it's like as far as a movie goes, like how many Frankenstein movies can there be before it's like who gives a fuck? Or Dracula, right. Or it's like the Wolfman. It's like how many times can we do this? As a horror fan, I want something fresh and original. I know it's out there. We've been beaten over the head with remakes and reboots and rehashes. I'm ready for something different or a Friday the 13th movie, please.
Here's the thing. The for me, Halloween ends when they have that like copycat killer or whatever. What's his face? I get it. I almost feel like that's something you should have kind of kept that in your back pocket and down the road done something where like it was a copycat killer with the mask. Like it wasn't actually Michael Myers and have a twist or something. Because at some point he's going to be like 98 years old. Like he's going to be pissing blood.
Yeah, I forget what the timeline had him at, but he's like almost 70 technically in Halloween Ends. So, but no, the kid, when that kid was riding around, when he was a mechanic, I was like, they're going to try to make this guy Michael Myers. And I was like, oh God. But I don't know. That might have been a better scenario than how it ended.
Yeah.
And now the same guy who did that is doing he's trying to do a trilogy of Exorcist movies. And the new Exorcist movie fucking sucked.
I haven't watched it.
Don't. Exorcist Believer, it's dog shit.
Belieber.
Real quick though, I did see a few new movies coming out that it looks kind of cool. There's a new Strangers movie. There's a new Strangers trilogy coming out. Strangers Chapter 1. I think it opens. Oh my gosh, I didn't write this down. I want to say May. And then there is a new Omen movie coming out called The First Omen. Comes out April 5th. That looks rad. And I don't know if you've seen X or Pearl, but Ty West's new movie Maxine finally got a release date for July 5th. I'm fucking stoked.
Well, we'll see how if the trailer gets us like tagged, knocked down, or whatever on that Nickelodeon thing. But let's throw up those trailers. Check them out.
Yeah, we'll definitely check some out, I think. But yeah, there's some movies out there I'm looking forward to. Are you looking forward to any movies? Have you heard any buzz? I have a hard time finding shows, movies, everything. I'm like,
I'll be honest with you, since having taken on a kid in our lives, life's just like come home, eat, get, bed, work, sleep. It just we were watching me and the wife will partake every now and then and just watch like upcoming trailers. And the only issue is when you partake, you kind of forget. You know what I mean? But it seems like a lot of stuff's being pumped through Netflix, Amazon. I know they're doing a Roadhouse thing with Connie McGregor.
I watched the trailer. It's Jake Gyllenhaal's the new dude. Yeah.
Bareback Roadhouse.
Bareback Roadhouse.
I own that. I mean, what? No, it's sick. No, as far as trailers, no. I haven't seen any.
Are you currently watching any good shows? I'm like we're like bone dry over here.
Same here. We've been looking. We've been watching. Don't judge us. Hell's Kitchen.
Okay.
Amanda loves to cook. There's drama. What I try to do to piss Amanda off is I find the most annoying chef and say that dude right there. And she's like, he's horrible. Like he'll mess up. I'll be like, oh, it's totally this other guy's fault.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's nothing that's like, yes, I gotta go see.
Yeah. Irene likes the Hell's Kitchen stuff. I like watch it on and off with her. I'll be on my phone and I'll watch it. There's a Gordon Ramsay show. Oh shit. I actually like that one. He like helps the restaurant. Hell's
like he does it 24 hours or something or 48.
It's something like that. He goes in, tries all the food, goes in and like revamps it. Oh my god.
You gotta give Bar Rescue a shot.
I've seen it just a few times, and there's so many shows I've tried to watch. I watched Saturday morning. I turned on the TV and watched Billy the Exterminator, dude. It's like, what the fuck is this?
Here, promise me this. Before the next podcast, okay? Next week.
Okay.
2 episodes. 2 episodes in a row, bar rescue. Okay?
Okay.
I want you to sit back, not have a care, don't judge, don't have an opinion. Just listen to Tap Daddy. Okay? It just him going off. He calls people fucking pieces of shit. All kinds. Oh, dude, it's hilarious.
What's his name? Taff Daddy?
I call him Taff Daddy, but his name's John Taffer.
Okay.
He goes into these places. I'm like, oh, Taff Daddy's mad.
Okay, it's on Pluto TV.
Yes, 24/7, baby.
I'll check it out.
He closes the shit down. He throws stuff. He breaks glasses. He don't care. He's there because people are disrespectful son of a bitches.
I will check that out for the next pod for sure, dude.
Hey, do you want to talk some music real quick, or
I don't know, dude. My list is pretty sick.
okay?
I think if you're fine with it, I think we kick off the next pod with it possibly.
I'm good with it.
I have a laundry list that I must talk about that I'm infuriated about. But I'll go ahead and say it. We're going to make a list of the most over fucking played songs, whether it be on the radio, every time you go to karaoke. You know, it's just too much. Songs that could almost be retired. That's how I feel about them.
Yes, we got a list too.
Yeah. And it's going to be, I'm going to need a little bit of time, I think.
This is our first podcast cliffhanger. Our 2 viewers, okay, are going to be at the edge of the seat all week.
Hell yeah.
Maybe we'll get a third out of this.
Hey, there you go.
So yeah, we'll hold off then. We'll rock off with that. First thing next week.
Hell yeah, dude.
So well, awesome. Well, you got anything else?
No, share it. Share the pod. Share it.
Yes, share it everywhere. Share it with your brother, your mother, your sister, your uncle, whoever.
Yeah,
your dog. I don't care. A hub. I wonder if we can put this on the hub. I'm gonna see. I'm creating a Pornhub account.
2 dudes, 1 stream, dude.
Let's do it. All right. If you don't have anything, we'll see you next week.
See you guys.